Hello, I'm Mr. Christopher, this is my world, and this is Roasting the Dead. Welcome! We got a fun one for you today. We're just gonna go around and we're gonna look at some stones with words and symbols on them and we're gonna say stuff about them. This is a good time to mention that, if you ever see your name come up, I'm not attacking you, your family. I don't even know you. I don't even know the person underground there. To me, they don't even exist. And nothing's real at all. So just a quick, a PSA? A public service announcement? Don't worry. Don't be offended. Don't be hurt. I don't care about you. These are stones with squiggles and stuff on them. People call them words. I don't know. I'm just having fun. So come have fun with me. Welcome to Roasting the Dead. Let's go roast the dead.
Come over for dinner. We're making steak kabagians.
All the fellows be loving ice cream. You kidding me? All the fellows be loving the ice cream.
Yeah. You know what Mr. Christopher says? When I'm getting the fellows together, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to have a freezer full of ice cream. Kabagian? I hardly knew her. So? Nagler. Naggy. I'm sure they were naggy. I'm sure they were the naggiest. What do you call it when a man licks another man? Gaelic. Jew 42! Jew 42! Set! Hut! Pierce my heart with lots of love. You make me feel so good above. Pierce my heart with love above. Pierce my heart. I really had nothing else for Pierce. Isn't that crazy? I'm not saying I don't appreciate this bench here and this beautiful, beautiful sight. But why do you gotta make them so ugly? You know? If I was George Deering love and Rebecca Kenard love, I'd be like, ugh, thanks. And the worst part is, there's one over there, there's one over there, there's one over there, there's one over there. And then, even worse, look at this beautiful sight though. There's one over there, there's one all the way in the woods, and one all the way over there in the woods. What are you even doing? It's just a mess. It's just clutter at that point. I hate those benches. It's 3 pieces of concrete, 2 little ones holding up a large slab, and I can't get behind them. They fall over all the time. They're ugly. They're no effort. And they're just putting them everywhere. And boy golly, do I have a story for you. Okay, so at that area where I was, beautiful area, you seen it. That cemetery was massive. That was at the other side of the cemetery, the total other end of the cemetery. I had been walking around for about an hour at that time when I finally got there, and I was like, wow, this is great. So I'm sitting there, and I have my camera on me, and I'm taking pictures of all this stuff, and I'm, talking about these benches. And all of a sudden, comes a woman, drives up on me in a car with a mask on like this in her car. And she's like looking at me like this. And she's going. And I was sitting there like this, like, me? What? And she rolled down her window. And she says, "It's a medical condition. That's why." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" To which she said, "I'm just trying to make sure nobody's doing drugs around here." And then she put up her mask and she sat there looking at me. And I was like, well, that was crazy. So I took my camera and I just put it up to my eye and I was looking at the view. And I was like, she's still there. That's nuts. Finally, she left with her mask on in her car all alone. She left. She went vroom, right up the street. And I was like, whoa. And then she did like a 3-point turn. And I was like, oh gosh, she's going to hit me with her car. This psychopath is going to hit me with her car. So I got behind a tree just in case, because if she did hit me with her car, that would at least she hit the tree. And then, she would have been harmed, but I should have been okay. So that was the goal. But she didn't. What she did was she pulled up behind me and she sat there. And I was like, this lady's going to shoot me in the back. But we're in a cemetery. Like, is this really happening? So she sat there with her window a little bit cracked. And I still had my camera out. I didn't know what to do. So I turned and I said, oh, good, you're still here. That's good. To which she didn't like that, so she drove away again really fast. And then she turned around and came back towards me again really fast. And I was like, this lady's gonna kill me. A couple weeks ago, I had a thing. We talked about this. This is the third time now we talked about this because I had to bring it back up because it was the dead babies with the windmills spinning. I had to bring it back up because somebody was like, there was wind. And I was like, yeah, you're right. There was a little bit of wind, but still. There's still dead babies spinning windmills. Can't we just have something adorable? But the reason I got to that area was because this lady was on the streets and she was trying to kill me, I thought. And there was this little pathway down into the forest where I saw that and I was like, there's graves down there? That's crazy. That's creepy. So it was either Blair Witch Project, go get, infested by demons, baby demons, and the Easter Bunny. Remember the basket? And I remember and then there was the hill I had to walk up that was to the zombies. Remember that? So it was either that or stay on the street and get run over by this psychopath in a mask in her car alone in the year 2025. I think it was, no, was it 26? Was that this year? Either way, it was either that or that. And Mr. Christopher chose demons because he's not afraid of demons. He is afraid of liberal white women in cars. He is afraid of them. They terrify him. But demons, a walk in the park, as they say, or as Mr. Christopher says, a walk in the cemetery. But that's that story. Either way, crazy lady, crazy people. Let's see if I can get a couple more roasts out here. Hey, let's go. Let's do it.
God, what color's the snow? And he answered swiftly and strongly with facts. You guys remember when John Kennedy was driving through Texas and the CIA had him murdered because he didn't want to go to any wars and stuff? You guys remember that? Poor John F. Kennedy, huh? Lit win, bro. Thanks.
I know what you're thinking. Missed opportunity. Usually Mr. Christopher is Mr. on the ball with those ones, but I'll take the opportunity now. Lit win? More like a lit loss, buddy, if you're asking me. Lit win? More like a lit loss, if you're asking me, buddy. You're in the grave. You lost the war on winning, all right?
You see Sage, I see Saggy. We are not the same. You guys remember when they closed down SeaWorld, but they didn't actually close it down? They just renamed it to SeaWorld, and they kept brutalizing the killer whales and sea lions, treating them like trash, like prisoners. Poor sea animals, they get kept in prisons. What the heck, man? That's what you think you think that's what he said when he died, right before he died? He said, "What the heck, man? What the heck, man?" Van Veen! The mean Mr. Van Veen.
What the heck, man? What the heck? Stop putting killer whales in prison for just being themselves. You named them killer whales, they didn't name themselves. If they had it up to themselves, they'd be like, we're orcas. And you'd still kill them, okay? Fishermen are crazy, and sometimes the sea takes them. And people are like, it's so sad. And it's like, it's not that sad. It's not that sad. This is a fight between the ocean and the people. And when the people fight, they attack the ocean fights back. And guess what? The ocean's stronger than everybody in the world. So I think the ocean's stronger than everybody in the world's strength combined. That's how strong the ocean is. You know? If you took, like, you know that question, 100 men versus one gorilla? 1,000,000,000 men versus the ocean wins every time. But with that said, that's the end of Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. I hope you enjoyed. Mostly this was just story time with Mr. Christopher on Roasting the Dead. I told you before, and I'll tell you many times again, when you walk through the cemetery, a lot of things happen. People approach you, there's ghosts, your life is in danger sometimes, unknowingly sometimes too. Like, I'm sure there's been times I've been stalked by people and I didn't even know about it. It's creepy to think about. But, out of sight, out of mind. Whatever. Cemetery walks are interesting. They're fun. Go on them. Experience them. Visit the dead. A lot of these dead folk don't have anybody alive to visit them. So they feel forgotten. But Mr. Christopher comes around and is like, oh, they're always like, yay. I'm telling you. It's a joyous thing. It's fun to do. What the heck, man? Now, go burn your saggy if you don't want the demons to infest your house, right? Is that what the people are doing? They burn their saggy? Sage. Anyway, with all that said, again, farewell. Worse than the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. This is my world, Mr. Christopher's world. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!
Mr. Christopher, you crazy.